जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा बिहारी। गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन यमुना तीरा वनचारी। तीरा यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा जय गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा हरे हरे रामचंद्र प्रभु की reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 7, verse number 57. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नमो भगवते वासुदेव।
Say it together. Narayanam namaskrityam namaram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tapto jaya mudirayet. नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपास्तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दिनतारिणे परमानंद माधवम श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम। तस्मा अप्यनुभावेन
तस्माद्यनुभावेन
स्वेनेवावाप्तराधसे
राधसे
धर्म एव मितं दत्त्वा
धर्म एवातिं दत्त्वा
धर्म एवं मतिं दत्त्वा
धर्म एवातिं दत्त्वा
हृदशास्ते दिवं विदु वयो दिवं ययु त्रिदशास्ते दिवं ययु तस्मा अप्यनुभावेन स्वेनेवावाप्तराधसे धर्म एव मतिं दत्त्वा त्रिदशास्ते दिवं ययु तस्माप्यनुभावेन स्वेनेवावाप्तराधसे धर्म एव मतिं दत्त्वा त्रिदशास्ते दिवं ययुः तस्मापीनुभावेन स्वेनैव वाप्तराधसे धर्म एव मतिं दत्त्वा त्रिदशास्ते दिवं ययुः
तस्माप्यनुभावेन
तस्माप्यनुभावेन स्वेनेवावाप्तराधसे
धर्म एव मतिं दत्त्वा
धर्म एव मतिं दत्त्वा
दिवं ययुः
त्रिदशास्त्रे दिवं ययुः तस्माप्यनुभावेन स्वेनेवावाप्तराधसे धर्म एव मतिं दत्त्वा Synonyms. Tasmai, unto him, Daksha. Api, even. Anubhavena, by worshipping the Supreme Lord. Svena, by his own. Eva, certainly. Avaptaradhase, having attained perfection. Dharme, in religion. Eva, certainly. Matim, intelligence. Dattva, having given. Tridasha, demigods. Te, those. Divam, to the heavenly planets. Yayu, went. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhayacharana Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Thus worshipping the Supreme Lord Vishnu, by the ritualistic performance of sacrifice, Daksha, Daksh was completely situated on the religious path. Moreover, all the demigods who have assembled at the sacrifice blessed him that he might increase his piety, and then they left. Although Daksh was considerably advanced in religious principles, he awaited the blessings of the demigods. Thus, the great sacrifice conducted by Daksha ended in harmony and peace. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakammalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalitan Shri Vishakam Vidamscha Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarobhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine श्री श्री राधा गोपी जनरल भगवान की जय तैपति तपन गौर हरि भगवान की जय तुलसी महारानी की जय Thank you, Prabhu, for the opportunity to glorify Srimad Bhagavatam, utterly unqualified and absolutely no realization. Actually, I don't even have qualification to sit here, but it's a miracle that I'm sitting here and speaking about Srimad Bhagavatam. I'm seeking blessings from all of you that I speak something meaningful to purify myself. Here, this is the concluding part of this chapter where Daksha Prajapati is being blessed, and first by the Lord, and Lord Shiva is also pacified, and he's also, not having any, Lord Shiva never had any enmity, but the relationship between the father-in-law and son-in-law is also seems to be working out okay. And here is at this point all the heavenly, all the demigods also blessing. Here Prabhupada is very short purport saying that although Daksha was considerably advanced, now when it has to come from Srila Prabhupada that Daksha Prajapati, the personality, is considerably advanced, and the things that he did in the past, it's kind of contradictory, isn't it? What we see. So the take-home message from something similar to this also in the last classes when the same episode was being shared, I was also feeling like how much careful and vigilant an individual like me has to be when I'm trying to practice bhakti. Because with this kind of profile of Daksha can really get into situations like this. So contemplating on that simple fact that what I can do from my end to really become sincere in bhakti or devotional service. That should be the meditation. That should be our constant thinking. We are where we are because we want to be where we are. It is not that someone else has forced us or someone else has is deciding for us. We are where we are because where we want to be. Um, you can give a number of reasons. Oh, this was not right, or this thing was not right. But at the end of the day, we are the decision makers of our time that we are spending. So when we know something theoretically, might as well practice more sincerely to make it applicable. Again, I'm speaking to myself that knowing so much of wonderful concepts or something that is that looks like pie in the sky, like Krishna. Okay, I can see his Archa Vigra, but I really don't have personal reciprocation with the Lord. But we can see the sincere devotees of Krishna, of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's wonderfully represented by the recent years by Srila Prabhupada and his disciples. We can see from their life or their behavior or their when they are present, we can see how the whole atmosphere changes. And that atmosphere changes according to what is in your heart. It is not like, it is not like magically everybody will become pure devotee when some pure devotee will come or come into our presence or we come into their presence, because by Krishna, his own Leela pastimes, he shows how Shishupal was, right? While Krishna is right in front of him, but still he is not able to recognize and glorify and worship and utilize the opportunities, technically speaking, to glorify the Lord and be his servant. Of course, it was part of Leela, but at the same time, take home message is that while Krishna was present, it is so easy to ignore him also, Duryodhan. Same way, we will pass the whole life and not be able to utilize and reach uh, our desired destination or what we are capable of achieving if we don't become serious, if we don't become vigilant, if we don't become, if I speaking to myself, if I don't take the opportunity, if I don't be sincere to my tasks, don't be sincere and serious about what I really want to achieve, because time and tide waits for no one. I can very vividly, very clearly remember 1998 August 13. I landed in JFK and sitting there waiting for 2 hours for my brother to pick me up because he was coming from his residency. It's just like 26 years ago, 27, 1998 to 2025, January, almost 26 years and 4 months, 5 months. How time is so, Prabhuji was sharing, Yoga Krishna Prabhuji was sharing the other day, the 6 days, 144 hours in Mayapur, we can hardly recall like 6 seconds. What are the highlights? Okay, you went there, and that's it. It's all done. So time really passes so fast, so fast. And we being connected to Srila Prabhupada's movement, we being connected to bona fide Guru, we being connected to this process where we can really utilize our human birth is no coincidence. It is not a coincidence. When we desire that Krishna, I really want you in my life, Krishna desires so much more. So take taking that opportunity, taking that fact, we have to be really sincere. I only beg for all of your mercy that I can become a lot more sincere, because I really feel short every single time, every single moment, every single day. I evaluate myself and I know what I should have been doing, but I'm not doing. And somehow or the other, my mind is justifying. Yeah, yeah, you can't do this, You obviously you cannot do this. How can you do this? X, Y, Z reasons are given. But I know it is just an excuse. Same way, we really need to reevaluate and understand what we are capable of doing and what we cannot do. As Yugal Kishore Prabhuji mentioning the other day, that when New Year is coming, resolutions are made, and first 3 months, wanting this, wanting that. But if you don't prioritize what is in stored or what we want to achieve, you don't schedule it, it is not happening. Vaisheshika Prabhu and other book distributors or other devotees, they have this monthly Sankirtan festival or book distribution festival. They have a motto: if it is not scheduled, it is not happening. You have to schedule it. You have to put it into your calendar. Even if one person, two-person, whoever goes, we decide monthly or quarterly. If we schedule it, it will happen. But if, for speaking for myself or a sadhaka, the most important thing is our chanting. In the morning, if we are not doing our chanting, then the whole day actually drags, and you can't do materially also well, because you have in the back of your mind, your chanting is not done. I am not done my required 16 rounds or whatever you're prescribed. Even if you're chanting one round, finish it off in the morning as much as possible before you start the daily work. I'm speaking to myself to remind me more and more to become more sincere. And here, one interesting thing is that uh, Daksha Prajapati is been told or shared here that bless the sacrifice, uh, all the demigods who had assembled at the sacrifice blessed him that he might increase his piety. Now, he might increase, meaning this can be taken into other way also, that he might not increase. He might increase meaning if he chose to increase it, he will, right? If he chose again to make similar mistake, then obviously the piety will not increase, right? If he decides to, or somehow or the other, get entangled into something else, then the blessings will not work. So it is up to us how to utilize the blessings that we have received by Srila Prabhupada. We lament, oh, I was not in the presence of Srila Prabhupada. I missed it. I was born in 76 and Prabhupada left in 77. I was only 1 year. I can think of myself like that. But how much am I availing the mercy that I have received, the blessing that I have received already? How much I am accessing and utilizing and being surrendered to the 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 opportunity to serve that is given to us? Am I really being truthful to myself? It is what wonderful statement our Yugal Kishore Prabhu said yesterday. The spiritual life is not so much about external, what goes inside, what is internal. What are we what are we doing when we are alone, when nobody is watching, when no one is really inquiring how your sadhana done, when you are new bhakta, there is somebody always watching over, oh, how this Prabhu is progressing, because you should be recommended for some, next level of chanting, or 1 round to 4 round to 6 round to 8 round. But when you are practicing for some time, it's between you and your Guru Maharaj's blessings and Krishna. No one really comes and asks you, did you finish your round today? Did you chant your round? Did you read something today? Did you listen to your Guru's lecture? Did you listen to Srila Prabhupada today? No one comes and asks. And all it takes is one small excuse to say, it's okay. It's too difficult today. It's too, you had a long day, you had a hard day. Yeah, it's okay not to do it today. It's just that it starts with that one little excuse, and it just doesn't take whole lot or whole long to really deviate and become lethargic and become complacent and say, oh, I'm doing my 16 rounds. I'm doing my, whatever is told to me, I'm doing it. That is actually, kind of external only. We really need to go deep, go inside to really see what is important. I heard also, when on one side we want to really become very pure, and our idols are, or our, on the altar of our aspiration is like these Goswamis or senior devotees or sincere sadhakas, but our actions are completely contradictory to that. Our lifestyle is based on what? We spend 8 to 10 hours working, and hardly we get so much quality time to really give it to Krishna. So is it really, are we just by thinking, it's almost like, I believe in Jesus and Jesus died for my sin. So I have a license to continue to sin. And every Sunday I'll go and beg forgiveness, and Monday I start again. It is almost similar to that concept or that line of thoughts, that I hardly have any quality time to myself, to Krishna. And if we don't prioritize that, what do you think it will happen at the end? We hardly, we became 25, 30, 35. That's when we came to know about ISKCON or Prabhupada and the process. We are already late in the game, technically speaking. We are already very, very late in the game. The Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas, these ashrams are not being followed in the in while we were in 25. The goals were completely upside down than what we should have. Goals that were projected even by family members, even by the close, so-called near and dear ones, that okay, you do this, you'll be happy, you do this, we'll be happy, you'll make money, money is equal to happiness. Money, of course, it is needed, but what we are going through, what we are living through, is really, really questioning our intention. The time that we spend, I mean, I can speak for myself, the introspection hardly ever happens because we are putting off fires all the time. We hardly have time to ourselves. Even while chanting, we are planning. It's a planning japa. Mahatma Prabhu says there are so many different types of japas. One of the japa type is planning japa. While chanting, you are doing, this is what I will do. This is what I will do, 1, 2, 3. And then some people have really advanced. They put a paper and pen also together. They'll write. Oh, they'll while chanting also they'll prioritize. Okay, no, this was supposed to be the first one, not the seventh one is supposed to be the first one. So like that. I mean, of course, Krishna's name is very important and very, very, Krishna is very merciful and he's seeing definitely our endeavor. And in Mahaprabhu's movement, obviously, endeavor is success. There is no external factors can judge your success or spirituality or advancement in spirituality. There is no external factor can give, it's all internal. It's all between you and Krishna. And obviously, the devotees have to be uh, part of that. But at the same time, we have to go really, really, really deep inside, that what you really want. We have to question ourselves every single time. I heard this sentence from His Grace Gaurang Prabhu long, long ago, like at least 20, 15, 20 years back. He said, life presents multiple choice questions every single moment. And it is about ticking the right choices every single moment to moment. Like even in our chanting, doesn't matter how senior or how great sannyasi you are, but they all put X amount of effort, most sincere effort on every single syllable of Hare Krishna mantra. I'm speaking to myself. taking the mantra so casually while chanting. I'm doing so many other things. I really want to avoid that. I'm sharing all these things because I can improve and I can inspire others to improve. I don't claim to be any good or any there is nothing good in me, but I just want to share this so that you all can pray so that I can become more sincere. Um, I really I really feel blessed and kind of so happy to be connected to this wonderful process of bhakti, where we can, where the lowest of the low consciousness person is awarded the highest possible uh, consciousness or spirituality, where our love for God, love for Krishna is reawakened. Um, and we don't have to go through birth, death, old age, disease cycle again. And we are situated in our constitutional position in the service of Krishna. I mean, it is unfathomable. It's unimaginable what is being awarded for such a low price, such a low, um, investment, return on investment. Your investment is basically, basically, we are trying to lead a life where where our all senses are satisfied and we are given the opportunity to use our senses, use our intelligence, use our existence, use our resources in the service of Krishna to the best of your ability. Obviously, no one comes and asks you that what are you actually um, what are you actually doing, how you are practicing your spiritual life. It is for us to evaluate, and that has to be done. Bhaktivinoda Thakur or our senior devotees have recommended that Ekadashi to Ekadashi, one has to evaluate how was I doing and how am I doing now, or what my goals are for the next Ekadashi. These are the days Madhavati Thi Bhakati Janani Jatane Palana Kari. So Madhavati Thi, this Ekadashi and the holy days like this are are Bhakti Janani. They are the uh, giving birth of bhakti into our heart. I was so happy to receive some notes from the devotees who have joined for our Ekadashi Kirtan, and they were appreciating so much that Prabhu, that the kids are engaged. They were appreciating so much. It's not for me, but I'm just saying that this kind of festivals really people or devotees appreciate. That means they're really taking advantage of the process. They are being sincere about the process, not necessarily that we all have to do the jagran or 24, like on all ekadashis. Whenever it's feasible, whenever it's possible, you take the opportunity of the available events. We we are we, we are really fortunate to be in such a wonderful community, with wonderful guidance by our mentor and wonderful devotees all around us. So take the advantage of this wonderful process, be sincere, and be you know introspective. Externals are really really difficult. When somebody is praising you, and somebody is saying, oh, you did this great or that great, really it is not our own ability. I can speak, I have personally observed myself, just to move a hand also, one becomes like something is paining, or I was almost bedridden for so many days in the past, such a bad backache. And Prem Pallavi is currently going through the similar back pain situation. So I want to pray to all of you to pray for her, bless her that she recovers well soon. I also want to seek blessings from all of you that I'm traveling to India tomorrow for Kumbh Mela. So I want to take blessings from all of you that I can become more spiritually inclined person, sincere and serious about my bhakti. Today also happens to be my father's birthday, 85th birthday, January 5th, 1940, he was born. So I just wanted to, um, mention that he's very important personality in my life and want to seek all of your blessings and please pray for him and I seek his blessings. Last Bhagavatam class, I really wanted to mention His Holiness Bhakti Vishrama Madhav Swami Maharaj's departure from this, our mortal world. Maharaj was really an astonishing personality, amazing. I mean, if you were in his presence, then you are in his presence. That's it. You really don't have any other thoughts, or you cannot think other than Krishna when he's around, when we are interacting with him. Some of the funny incidents I really wanted to mention that he coined this word SIDS, SIDS. That is funny. Is it Standard ISKCON Dietary Syndrome? He is very heavy on oil eating and like very heavy on things that in this he would say devotees would feed you, but they'll not exercise for you. 2 seconds on your lips, rest of the lives on your hips, he would say. 2 seconds it will be there on your lips, but the rest of the life it will accumulate on your hips. So he would say like those very funny things. Maharaj was he was one of the times we had a big festival at in New York, my brother's place, and close to like 300-400 devotees were there, and he led the whole congregation, everyone gathered together. He gave so much of inspiring class with Krishna Balram and farms and other things. He brought everyone out to, planting the trees, the fruit trees. He already arranged. He got to the nursery. He went to the nursery, got all the fruit and fruit plants and flower plants, and then everyone, like we had like 100 plus trees were planted in less than 2 hours because everyone, he inspired them so much more. And he had such a Shakti when he was around. He would, once I very clearly remembered, he took us all to Toako temple and Mahashivratri fast. We fasted every day, a whole day, and also Jagran, all night chanting at Tobago and Yugal Krishna Prabhu. I was just mentioning Yugal Krishna Prabhuji. Then he said, "Oh, you picked up this from him or what?" All night fasting, all night chanting or something. Yeah, there are a lot of definitely Maharaj has affected my life and spiritual life. On a serious note, he had this line signature under his name. He said, "Please chant the holy name of the Lord. Everything is taken at the time of birth, at time of death." This is the line he had underneath his name, B. Bhakti Vishrama Madhav Swami or B.V. Madhav Swami. Please, and then in quote, he would write, "Everything is taken at the time of birth, time of death. Please chant the holy name." So Maharaj's glories are unlimited, and I'm feeling so fortunate. And on any of you who had any association with Maharaj, we are also fortunate. But at the same time, any of you are hearing about him also is very fortunate because these personalities are spiritually surcharged, spiritual. These are personalities whose mercy we can access anytime. And on the same note, I was thinking, I was just in the morning, I was thinking how many sannyasis I have been fortunate to closely associate or had rendered some service. I was thinking about Gopal Krishna Maharaj, Niranjan Maharaj, Gungrahi Maharaj, Jasomati Nandan Prabhu. Like I was, but at the end of the day, at this time, I feel quite sad that I really don't have any sincerity towards the process. sincerity, seriousness toward the process. I'm doing mechanically so many things, but my heart is not really changing. So I really seek blessings from all of you. And just by thinking of this amazing, personalities, Satswarup Maharaj, Tamal Krishna Maharaj, Sridhar Maharaj, Jayapataka Maharaj, this are, we can, I mean, on the other day, uh, some devotee was sharing, or I think Giriraj Maharaj was sharing in his one of his Bhagavatam class in Sadhu Sangha, that I pray to my god brothers, Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. I had so much of association in Tobacco in the beginning years. Romapad Maharaj, Bhakti Charu Maharaj, Radha Govind Maharaj, and and all of them, they would come and do week-long seminars. And so Jayadev Swami Maharaj, all of these amazing devotees that have really, you know, uh, contributed so much to our spiritual life. Why I'm counting their names is because it's so purifying to even just think about them, just to hear and understand, and just by thinking of them, one gets purified. Thinking about them, and what to speak of any personal association, if I can remember, or like Indrananda Maharaj, you know, I mean, our movement, our process, the devotees have really, um, contributed so much, and sincerity that they have exhibited, we can only take, if I can take only a fraction of it, my life would be very successful. Again, um, thank you again for the opportunity. I don't have much to share. Whatever, I don't even know what I'm saying. So please forgive me. It is really amazing to see all of you practicing so sincerely and so wonderfully. And I really seek your blessings to um, become more sincere and serious in sadhana. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Any comments?
One thing I wanted to uh, ask you, like Bhakti Swami Maharaj, while chanting, he used to keep notes. So whenever he used to get some thoughts, he used to write in the book, really something, and he used to keep chanting. So I was thinking that was good for maybe because if he keep writing, then his mind will not be disturbed. Like you say, state his mind, it seems that now I am writing whatever you are giving me thought. Now don't disturb me, and I will read around to them. Something like even you mentioned past tense. When you were saying that some people will write their priority and not other thinking not something. It's on my heart.
Would you want to share something?
No, no. Yeah, you mentioned it one time. So if you people the thought keeps on bothering you, so you tell the mind, okay, I have noted it down and okay. So that's how you put the future. But what he's telling is different from what you asked. He's telling something to keep on planning and you prioritize also, you know, that's what he's telling. But here, I was waiting only to tell the mind, hey, look, I noted it down, shut up. You tell me, what he's telling is different. So if you take some planning thought, if you write it on the note and keep it until you check up the what he's telling is going half of the some people start planning also. So it's not good. Yeah. That's what he's telling. Yes.
Yeah, somehow or the other, I mean, for online, I don't know devotees heard, but His Grace Rohindan Rua asked that he heard Bhakti Tirth Maharaj was keeping note on something that come into mind, or so it was it was explained that Maharaj would do that. Yugalkesh Prabhu said that Maharaj would do that to just to put a full stop to that particular thought, not that his sole goal is to chant japa to prioritize or plan his daily activity. So that is different. But as far as possible, my understanding is that try to avoid that, because the other day, I think Vrajvihari Prabhu was there or somebody was there. He was saying that, mind will present something that it is so urgent and so dire. You have to do it right now. Otherwise, the sky will fall. And we know that that is not the case. I'm so insignificant, nothing will happen even if I cease to exist. The things will go on so smoothly. I'm actually the hindrance for some of the things that not to move smoothly. So that reality is not there. And then he said such an example, wonderful example, that it was so urgent, and 2 3 days later, while he's chanting, he remembered the same thought with same urgency. So what happened this 72 hours? Why it was not important? So he amazing such, he said his mind's name is, he has given his mind name Chanchal. Chanchal has to stop, he has to stop while chanting. He has to stop while doing our spiritual our sadhana and any kind of service. But what I've observed is, and just a side note, that kirtan is the most easiest way to get our all senses absorbed. It's so easy to absorb our all senses while in kirtan. Your thoughts are gone, your mind is forced to listen to, because everybody else is chanting loudly and you are also trying to follow. So that is the easiest way to really get our senses, all senses absorbed. Thank you. Yes, Prabhuji. So this is what happens when you are not doing and you're saying words, things that really comes back to you. So I also seek further guidance on this. Anyone else wants to share? How do you internalize or your evaluation? Anyone? Prabhuji, our Kiran Prabhu is asking that how do you, I said, evaluate your internal or introspection, but how to do consistently, how to do systematically. So little thought that I have on my mind is that maintain your own, itinerary or daily activities that we are doing, and how many hours you really spend for Krishna, either chanting or doing some service, and how to improvise that going forward. Okay, I chanted 2 hours. What was the quality of my chanting? What time of the day I chanted? Was it really, was I really focused, or what can I improve on that? Same way our waking up time. Like it's a constant, one sense it is a constant struggle, another sense it is a constant improvement opportunity, right? So that we become the better version of ourselves. But just to have the thought that I need to improve and I need to go introspection, go do the introspection. Obviously, that thought should not just remain thought, and it should be implemented. And as you're asking, that Krishna will, guide you with the sincerity in our heart, how to improve, how to become, become better. Our desire to improve, that is the start of our evaluation of internal process. That is what I could say. Please, Prabhu, add if there is anything you wanted to share. You please add. Anyone else online has any comment, please share. Otherwise, we'll end. Thank you again for everyone present. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री प्रभुपाद की जय।
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhu.